let's get more on this. Our Kilmeny Dunchardt has more from occupied East Jerusalem. Now, Kilmeny, there have been 3 attempted stabbing attacks this morning, all foiled. What more can you tell us about them?
3 attacks, Ali, John. All of the suspects were shot and killed right there on the scene. 1 person was lightly wounded. But in the latest attack in Hebron, police say that a Palestinian woman attempted to stab a female border police officer. She was actually lightly wounded in her hand. She managed to recover, and then she shot and killed the Palestinian woman. Also in the West Bank earlier today, there was a Palestinian suspect who tried to stab a security officer. He was unable to do that, and when he was unable to do that, he tried to stab an Israeli settler. That Israeli settler was carrying a firearm. Shot the suspect 3 times and killed him. Shortly after that, Palestinian protesters arrived to the checkpoint where that happened. They started clashing and throwing rocks at Israeli forces. Israeli forces then used riot dispersal means to break that up. But then the 3rd attack earlier this morning happened in Jerusalem, where a Palestinian tried to stab an Israeli. That suspect was also shot and killed.
Kilmeny, I want to go back to Friday, where the UN Security Council drafted a statement calling for calm on both sides. But it appeared in the meeting that Israel and Palestine can't seem to agree on how.
They can't. The Palestinian ambassador went into that meeting calling for international protection against what it says is Israeli aggression. And what ended up happening was it was asking the international community to do that in the way of monitors. It wants international monitors at Al-Aqsa. And of course, Israel was very quick to reject that. They don't want an international presence there. They just simply do not want any more activity in and around the Al-Aqsa site. But Jordan, who had called the meeting, said, you know, they weren't trying to advocate for any type of international force, but they said Israel should leave Al-Aqsa alone and withdraw their forces from the area.
When you look at the U.S., they've historically tried to broker peace talks between the 2 sides. What are they trying to do now?
I think that they're trying to manage the situation as delicately as possible, and they're treading a very fine line. Kerry put a call in to Abbas and Netanyahu. We know that Kerry is going to be meeting with Netanyahu in Berlin this week. Of course, U.S. President Barack Obama has come out and he's condemned the violence, but he's also encouraged both sides to come back to the table. He also mentioned that, like you said, the U.S. has tried to do this in the past, and they haven't been successful. So he's truly saying that it's up to Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, as well as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, to come back to the table, and the U.S. will assist in whatever they can to help the 2 sides come together.
All right, Kilmeny Dunchardt from occupied East Jerusalem. Thank you.